Good night, everyone, and welcome to the Faculty of Law UWI St. Augustine 2020 Virtual Prize Award Ceremony. Let's start this show off with a bang and welcome our Dean, Professor Rosemary Bell Antoine, to bring the Dean's welcome. Take it away, Prof.
My dear students, special guests, and members of staff, welcome. This is a unique moment, a historic moment even. We are holding this prize-giving ceremony at a time when the world has paused, forced to contemplate itself and our very place and survival in it, as we are faced once more with a devastating pandemic. COVID-19 has threatened so much as to how we live, the choices we make, the paths we trod, our human relationships, and what matters in them, that it has been a challenge to hold on to meaning. Yet, curiously, the realization that our very world can be taken from us should help us, is helping us, I think, to revalue and to hold on to what is important. Our values, our worth, our work, the gifts bestowed on us, our contribution to our community and our very civilization. As I greet you at this prize-giving ceremony, where we honor those gifts, that work, that excellence, I cannot help but think that there is more meaning than ever before, that my constant entreatment to you to be the best you can be, to use the weapon of the law to fashion better societies, is now more than ever vital. I congratulate each one of our prize winners and awardees today. You have shown that not only that excellence that we strive for, but temerity and perseverance and character by performing in outstanding ways despite the deep obstacles in your way. I want today also to acknowledge all of the lecturers, the tutors, the administrative staff at the Faculty of Law. I have said that this pandemic had the ability to separate the sheep from the goat. It has brought out the not so good, but in others, it has allowed the best to come forth. My staff belongs in the latter category. They have gone above and beyond the challenges of this COVID-19 in the teaching and learning environment, particularly last semester when it first started. When you students were in your so important final semester, I saw this empathetic, pragmatic, and innovative response to the obstacles placed in our path. I do not hesitate to boast that every step of the way, the Faculty of Law was way ahead of the curve, often leading the way in best practice responses to the pandemic in a tertiary institution. We were the first to put up health and safety signs and sanitizers in the faculty in early March, and to counsel our staff and students about safety practices and social distancing in the faculty, long before official policy. We were also the first to meet in emergency session to iron out online teaching protocols and responses. Administrative staff and academic staff worked together to utilize our meager Zoom resource, efficiently timetabled for online classes, even before the campus decided to use the Blackboard conglomerate. It meant we were ready when official online classes started, and we were the first faculty also to begin. Staff helped each other to understand the online environment. We were so committed to ensuring that you succeeded. We were the first and last year the only faculty with official policies formulated through intense discussion and consensus. For example, to introduce full recording of lectures and tutorials to facilitate those students who had no online access, a path the campus followed a semester later. We were also ahead of the curve in prescribing word limits to ensure quality control and fairness in our assessment methods. Again, a practice the campus adopted a semester later. So we were proactive in our timetable and exam as well. We remain the only faculty to have gone out with the help of the Law Society. And I want to publicly thank today at this prize giving our two law presidents, Ms. Sarah Julian and Mr. Kaleem Ali, for their tremendous assistance in these exercises, going out and reaching all of our students, including our regional students, to find out their online access needs, computers, internet, and so on, and devising solutions for assistance together with us. In March, we started a program to lend students computers. This semester, we have gone further and paid for internet access for deserving students. And none of this could have been possible without the Law Society, because every time I asked, they were there and ready, and without our dynamic, thoughtful, and committed staff. I feel a little teary-eyed when I recall how lecturers were calling up students on their phones, those who had no computers at home, to give them lecturer notes and shepherd them along the way. We also provided financial assistance, and our students provided hampers and the like. There is much more, but I will stop there. But we left no one behind. So truly the pandemic brought out the best in the Faculty of Law. And I believe that our students, the prize winners, and those who did not come first in class or win a prize, but can still learn from this experience and come first in life. To those of you who did win the prizes, I salute you. You will forever remember how you rose to this challenge in the midst of the most dire circumstances. And it will give you the confidence and the strength to conquer everything that comes your way in the future. But to all of you students, prize winning or not, I acclaim you. You too have learned about your depth of capacity and worth and the power within you to succeed, to conquer. All of you can use your enormous God-given gifts to change our world step by step. This is the first time that we've been able to have all of our students witness this ceremony. Another historic moment, but for me so significant. For years I've wanted that, but costs precluded it, because as you know, we normally have food and all of that. It is another silver lining of this pandemic to be able to witness the success of your peers who can inspire you and us all. It is also the first time that we will formally acknowledge our first McCandle Dagger Scholar. This is a scholarship that honors persons who are actively seeking to change their societies for the better with a record of activism. Our goal is to equip such persons with the tool and the weapon that is the law, to enable them to become law change agents. You will all agree with me that Kareem Marcel has been an outstanding McCandle Dagger Scholar with his unending work towards social justice and equity, especially for the disadvantaged and marginalized in low-income communities such as Beetham Estates, his hometown. We salute you, Kareem, and will continue to follow your career with interest and expectation as you slowly but steadily change your community and beyond. Every year, we invite a special person who can inspire and motivate our students as our featured speaker. We select someone who symbolizes excellence. This year, it is Senator Sophia Choate, Senior Counsel. She is at the epitome of excellence, desirable principles and character that every attorney at law should aspire to. She is one of a still too few number of senior counsels who are women, and has been a long-serving independent senator in the Trinidad and Tobago Parliament. She's also a friend of the faculty. We are honored to have her address us, and I thank her for agreeing to enlighten us. I warmly welcome all of you at this prize-giving ceremony, and once again, I congratulate all of our prize winners and awardees today. Continue to shine your light on us The world needs beacons now more than ever. So make sure that your torch is bright, firm, and strong. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Antoine. I couldn't say it any better myself. Next up, let's welcome Miss Malika Walker.
There's a hero when you look inside your heart. You don't have to be afraid of what you are. There's an answer if you reach into your soul, and the sorrow that you know will melt away. And then the hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you'll finally see the truth that a hero lies in you. It's a long road when you face the world alone. No one reaches out a hand for you to hold. You can find love if you search within yourself, and the emptiness you felt will disappear. And then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you'll finally see the truth that a hero lies in you. Oh, Lord knows dreams are hard to follow, but don't let anyone tear them away. Hold on, there will be tomorrow. In time we'll find a way. Then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you'll finally see the truth that a hero lies in you. That a hero lies in you.
I'm very pleased and honored to welcome to bring the featured address for this evening's proceedings, Senior Counsel Sophia Choate. Senior Counsel Choate is an attorney at law at Alpha Chambers and worked as a prosecutor at the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions before entering private practice. She was appointed Senior Counsel in 2011. Without further ado, please join me in welcoming Senior Counsel Sophia Choate to bring the featured address.
Standing firm in the face of adversity. Graduating class of 2020, you probably know a bit more about adversity than many of your predecessors. You may be able to rattle off the unique challenges and difficulties you have had to face each month of the year 2020. For this reason, I understand why you chose the theme Standing Firm in the Face of Adversity. In facing adversity, you are in good company. If you are a sports fan, you would have heard of Michael Jordan and Muhammad Ali. They have both spoken about how their losses and setbacks made them champions. If music is your thing, LL Cool J said that when you meet adversity, take a step back, stay strong, stay grounded, and press on. I suspect this has been your mantra for this year. Malcolm X saw adversity as an improvement lesson. Authors Maya Angelou and J.K. Rowling have both described their experiences of hitting rock bottom, rising to realize their dreams, and in so doing, enriched our lives with their work. U.S. Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor described using adversity to tap strengths she never thought she had. Perhaps we should interrogate this some more. Do we need to stand firm in the face of adversity, or should we embrace it? As lawyers to be, you know that it depends on the context. What does standing firm require in any given context? What do we consider to be adversity? Because your unique responses to these questions may be different from mine, I simply suggest that when confronted with what you initially describe as an adversity, you step back and see it for what it is. Is it an adversity? If so, how great is it? Depending on your answers, you address your mind to how you may first deal with the adversity and, if possible, use it to your benefit. I'm aware that life does not allow you to do this process in every situation, but I suggest in those which allow, you try to do so. The reasons are twofold. One, it reminds you that your mind must be fully engaged when dealing with a problem, even one fraught with emotion. The second is that this exercise teaches you how to eventually approach your client's problems later in life. Law and medicine are two professions in which we spend our lives helping people through their adversities. At the core, we are trained to be problem solvers, and for this you need to have, among other things, finely tuned strategic skills. One is to listen with empathy. In adversity, a client must be able to communicate how he feels and why he feels that way to a non-judgmental listener. This is a skill which I suggest you cultivate. Empathy is absolutely essential in the practice of law. The skill of listening is crucial. It will help you understand the adversity which has made your client seek your legal advice. Sometimes this may be difficult, since the facts may be weighed down in heavy emotional baggage. Listen if you can, then stand back, take the time to consider the options for resolving the problem, and then explain the options respectfully to the client. Choose your time to do so well so that the client understands what you say. Timing can be everything in your communications with your client. It is a bit odd that lawyers are trained to be communicators. Yet, many of us do not communicate well with our clients. Train yourself to do that. It is what a good lawyer does. After 31 years in practice, 2020 has thrown up the most unusual and difficult cases yet. I was speaking to one of my colleagues in New York and another in London, and they both face a similar phenomenon. The problems we are being called to solve during this pandemic have challenged us at this mature stage of our careers to find new ways to deal with adversities faced by clients while facing our own adversities. For the first time, for example, lawyers placed themselves physically at risk by continuing to try to see their clients in prison, trying to ensure that they knew what was happening with their cases, and reassuring their families. A woman came to see me last week. Her son has been in prison for about 17 years. He has been awaiting a retrial for several years. While in prison, his mental health has deteriorated and he is clinically unwell. His mother, who has spent these years faithfully visiting him, had not heard from or seen her son for over 6 months. It is a kind of situation which still manages to bring out a visceral response from me. I know that a few phones had been installed in the prison, so prisoners could make lawful calls to their relatives. What has happened to those? In the alternative, do institutions only move when challenged in the courts? Could the families of prisoners not be contacted? Could prisoners not be allowed phone calls? Where is the empathy? Where is the sense of responsibility? More importantly, where is compliance with the prison rules and the constitutional rights of the incarcerated person? One of the adversities you and your future clients will both face is the rigidity and inhumanity of many of our institutions. How many lawyers address this is by trying to identify those within the system who are aware of their duties and responsibilities and try to communicate directly with those persons. The truth is, while it is important for you to write and to create your paper or electronic message trail, your letter or message may not even reach the desk of the person to whom you have written. Dealing with this kind of adversity means finding new ways to reach out and forge links with others who are willing to work and to resolve problems. When I first entered private practice, I did not have a secretary or clerk, so I did what we refer to as outside work for myself. It was an invaluable lesson because it showed me the practical ins and outs of different government departments. It allowed me to get to know the names of persons who did their jobs. Adversity caused by institutional mismanagement is only one of the things you will face, and this year has been the worst in that regard. Whenever you hear the term multi-agency, understand that no one is going to say who is in charge. It is something amorphous. It allows for laws to be broken and for a lack of accountability and transparency. In scenarios such as this, you are indeed called upon to stand firm and insist upon regard for the rule of law and constitutional rights, which protects you as a citizen and as an attorney at law, as it does your client. Standing firm is a powerful affirmation. Means that you will stand firm in upholding your principles, your knowledge of right from wrong, your duty to the rule of law, and the constitution of our beloved nation. Standing firm on principle will calibrate your moral compass, and you will always have a reference point from which to act. Be aware that standing firm on principle sometimes places you in situations of adversity. Such setbacks are not real adversities. Know that the benefits which will accrue to you By showing that you are prepared to practice your profession with integrity and heart will come in abundance. You will be entering practice in a time of adversity. You will not be the first to do so. What I see for you is something exciting. During this pandemic, it appeared to me that citizens relied more on each other than on institutions. People were grocery shopping for neighbors who had lost jobs, running errands for the elderly, trying to take care of their fellow men. Citizens realized that virtual schooling will only work for some and have tried to ameliorate the situation of those without electricity and or internet access. On the other hand, the public service became more inaccessible, hidden behind email addresses. If you tried telephoning, you were likely to get no answer, and a system which does not allow you to leave a message. The method of governance must change. Now is not a time for hewing to the old ways of doing things, nor is it a time to continue the pretense that we have the facilities and infrastructure to serve us in times of crisis, any kind of crisis, pandemic, hurricanes, earthquakes, whatever. Bruce Lee, one of my heroes, a legendary martial artist, in his teachings, suggested that we should be like water, clear but powerful, always finding a way around obstacles. But this is not an ability you wake up with one morning. It comes with training and experience. Just as water has a flow and a direction, so should you. Your ability to change and improve your world means that you must internally recalibrate and adapt. Hone your energies, strengthen yourselves. To whom much is given, of those much is asked, and much will be asked of you. Have no doubt there will continue to be adversities in life and in your career. That is not unique. What is unique to you is how you prepare yourselves for them. The flow you bring will improve our nation. If you build your own strengths, you will have an impact on your country's development, not only by practicing law, but by addressing adversities faced by others. But do remember that this profession takes its toll on you. Your life will involve dealing with people's problems. You will be problem solving while you eat, shower, dress, and so on. Many cope with this by bifurcating their personalities so that they address the problem with the minimum of emotion. I too did this, but I am not sure now that it is a good thing, because you are simply stacking up anxiety for a later time. For the woman in your class, do not buy into the pipe dream that you can do it all. You will be a woman, professional, mother, wife, daughter, and so on. No one talks about men doing it all. It is far simpler for a man to focus on his career than a woman. Men seem to have less workplace challenges. In deciding how you approach your career, read what former First Lady of the United States, Michelle Obama, had to say. She described being at home after their first child, tired, unfit, and overwhelmed. Her husband Barack called to say that he was going to the gym after work. It was a pivotal moment for her. It is not that he was an uncaring man, it is just that that was the way things worked, and it had not occurred to him that he should come home to support her. If she had not taken action and spoken up for herself, she would have been stuck in the same self-defeating cycle. You are responsible for your mental and physical health. This does not mean to say that you should not ask for help when you need it or seek it out yourself. You owe it to yourself and to no one else. Place value on yourself. I looked at an interview with a woman who is said to have done it all. She was the first female CEO of PepsiCo. From her perspective, one of her achievements was to organize her day so that her secretary knew which questions to ask her children when they called, and depending on their answers, what to advise them to do. Her secretary. No human being can do it all. If you think you can, then the ones who suffer will be your children, and that is simply wrong. Do not pretend that your personal ambition is for them. They will learn and grow by observing how their parents live, and that will be your legacy. When I started in practice, there was a phenomenon at the time which literally required you to work night and day at your job so that you could advance to positions previously held by persons in their 40s and 50s. Judgeship was one example. Attorneys were competing with and jumping over the heads of more senior lawyers to become judges as young as 35. Perhaps that was an adversity we faced, that we were supposed to run hurdles where the bars had been raised. But we did not see it that way at the time. We saw it as opportunity and we took it. Many opportunities appeared first to be adversities. Step back and decide what you are going to make of it. To end, appreciate the difference between confidence and ego, and place importance on the former. Do not compare yourselves with others. It may make you vain or bitter. It is a burden you need not carry. Understand that fear may shoot adrenaline into your system, but too much of it results in paranoia and loneliness. Be at peace with yourself. Balance is all. Thank you.
Now, to grace our screen from the picturesque country of Belize, please welcome Miss Jody Pott. Jody is a Year 2 student who will be performing Don Quixote.
Our first class awardees for this year who've attained a GPA of 3.6 are Carisha Aberdeen, Shalini Ali, Chelsea Cox, Kizel Haling, Sarah Julian, Valini Marcial, Emmeline Marcus Burnett, Hannah Niamath, Asha Ramlal. Suraj Sakal. Congrats.
Now on to our LLM postgraduate students who have all graduated with distinctions. Firstly, Shani Carrington, Shireen Khan Haider Ali, Melissa Manu. We are truly honored that you chose to pursue your LLM qualification at the UWI St. Augustine. Thank you and congratulations.
Now, on to those students who have earned a 3.6 and above GPA for the respective semesters and who have been placed on the Dean's Roll of Honor. For Semester 1, our Year 1 students, Renelle Cook, Sherry Hines, Kerryanne Manichan, Tracy Seals. Our Year 2 students, Megan Gopal Singh, Emmeline Marcus Burnett. Our Year 3 students, Carisha Aberdeen, Shalini Ali, Chelsea Cox, Sarah Julian, Amanda Mitchell, Hannah Niamath, Adana Racha, Asha Ramlal, Christian Sadlu, Suraj Sakal, and Darian Sami. Congratulations to you all.
Now moving on to Semester 2 students who have made the Dean's Honor Roll. Level 1, Grace Clark, Jaren Francis, Alejandro Goke, Nicholas Leonard, Kerryanne Manichan, Ariana Ramnarain. Level 2, Kaleem Ali, Krishlon Frazier, Akish Hira, Nakia Henville, Chantel Lake, Nishad Mohammed, Denisha Monroe, Maria Nimbad Santana, Afisha Williams, Jessica Zuter. Level 3, Carisha Aberdeen, Shalini Ali, Kristen Bansraj, Justin Beersing, Crystal Gosine, Carlos Hadoui, Sidonia Hamilton, Kizel Haling, Asia Holder, Atifa Abraham, Annalisa Jack, Michael Jacknanan, Jovan John, Sarah Julian, D'Angelo Lala, Valini Marcial, Emmeline Marcus Burnett, Caviel Mackenzie, Amanda Mitchell, Lawrence Neal, Hannah Niamath, Adana Racha, Kalissa Ragunanan, Alicia Rahaman, Asha Ramnal, Wesley Ramnarain, Aurelia Reed Degoville, Alyssa Richardson, Hannah Roberts, Suraj Saka, Jody Sincere, Donovan Williams, Isaiah Woodley. Congratulations to all our Dean's Honor Roll students.
Now on to our Most Outstanding Student Awards. For the Most Outstanding Student Level 1, we have Miss Renelle Cook with a GPA of 3.93. For the Most Outstanding Student Level 2, we have Akish Hera with a GPA of 3.92. For our Most Outstanding Level 3 student, we have a tie. With a GPA of 4.06, we have Carisha Aberdeen and Suraj Sakal. This year, we will be awarding our Most Outstanding Direct Entry student. This year, the Most Outstanding Direct Entry Student Award goes to Emmeline Marcus Burnett. Congratulations to all our awardees. You all could not have achieved such success without the guidance of your lecturers. Let's hear from them now.
Hi, my name is Janetta G. Tramsahai, and I teach the Legislative Drafting course for the postgrad program. I want to take this opportunity to wish all of you great success in your journey moving forward. And I would especially want to say congrats to all my students in the program for the legislative drafting.
Congratulations, students of 2020. You've done extremely well, and you can look forward to a career of distinction coming from the Faculty of Law at St. Augustine. I particularly want to congratulate those who did my course in advanced insurance law. As of course, I don't need to announce that I am what you call Justice Nelson. Thank you very much, and I'm delighted to have been your instructor and lecturer in advanced insurance law.
I wish to commend all of the students who have made the Dean's Honors List. You have done well. When I entered the Faculty of Law, I haven't changed from diplomacy to being a lecturer on contract, lecturing public international law, international trade law, and this semester, employment law and jurisprudence. I am thrilled by the minds which are so inquisitive to learn, to seek greater knowledge in your quest at becoming lawyers. I hope that as you continue your study of law, that you'd aspire to be not only good professionals, but good professionals with social conscience that the society could be proud of as you seek to become legal practitioners. I want to commend you as you move forward, and I also wish to advocate that you continue to be agents of change in whatever area of the law that you will eventually specialize in. And God bless you all, and continue to promote excellence in the rest of your studies at the faculty. Thank you very much.
Congratulate you all on a job well done. I know it has not been an easy journey, and COVID didn't make it any easier, but you need to congratulate yourselves and appreciate the accomplishment that you've achieved. So I want you all to bear in mind that although you have now stepped out with an LLB, I want to charge you with the responsibility of making a difference with your education. Also, pay it forward. Try to do what you can with what you have, as little as you may think it is. And I think that's the only way you can really genuinely benefit and see the growth that you've engaged in over the last 3 years. So class of 2020, I wish you all the best and congratulations.
Hi, Dr. Mefule of the Faculty of Law, University of West Indies. Congratulations to the new graduates of the Faculty of Law, University of West Indies. This is a very important milestone in your lives. Use this opportunity to reassess yourselves, follow your path, and I will say follow your dreams.
Hello everyone, actually my name is Eduardo Pereira. I'm a senior lecturer at the University of West Indies St. Augustine campus. I'd like to congratulate all of you on this major achievement, and I wish you all the best on your future endeavors.
All right, hi everyone, I'm Dr. Peru. I'm a lecturer at the Faculty of Law. Last semester, I taught some of you trust and entertainment law. Very proud of you all for getting to this stage. I know it was a challenge, especially as we moved online. I know Jones and Kernow was not an easy case, but you did so well in the assignment. And for entertainment law, what can I say besides #ProtectTheDan should always live on? And I hope you continue that enthusiasm throughout your time at Hewarding or wherever you may be right now.
Hi, good day everyone. I'm Alicia Elias Roberts, lecturer in the Faculty of Law. I lecture public international law, administrative law, international environmental law, and oil and gas law. I would just like to say congratulations to all the top performing students who will be receiving awards during this pandemic at the 2020 Student Award Ceremony. Congrats, keep up the good work.
Moving things along, let's welcome Kenson Laudat to perform a piece titled Ebony. It was written to promote appreciation of the African self and uplift the downtrodden. Take it away, Kenson.
I believe I heard a black girl say that her pretty hurts. And her pretty will continue to hurt as long as ugly is deemed to those who wear the black body. So can someone please tell me what really is pretty? Because to me, pretty is having hair that defies gravity, possessing skin that ages slowly, embodying a body that can spell any letter in an alphabet other than ugly. So y'all better wake up. Wake up and smell the coffee, for the skin that you wear wrote mankind's history. From our backs, it built the world's nation's most powerful economy, and you would think by now that they'll be able to give us our 40 acres and a mule. Teach our kids the unsystematic bullshit in school, but to give us those tools would only allow us to build ourselves up, and they got to keep breaking us down. For the sound of anything black succeeding is not pleasing. So let's forget their plan A and let's talk about their plan B, where they allow colorism to consciously creep into the cracks and creases of our cranium to cause chaos, as the caution tape lines the carcass mouth of those who knows the truth, because death shall surely follow them if they dare speak it. But truth is still truth with any other name. So why should we be ashamed to walk the streets in our dreadlocks, our bantu nuts, our dashikis, and our afros? Are we still too scared to show how beautiful really is black? Now I get it. I too have seen the cotton trees and the strange fruits that hang from them, that look just like me, swinging low, oh, up so high as these bitter tears leak from my eyes. No longer can I deny my past self, for what better gift can I ask for? To know where I come from, thus the road to which is heading would be easy. Trust me, the epitome of black beauty is a living embodiment we see staring at us from the mirror, screaming Kenson. To love oneself is in vanity, it is sanity. To love oneself is in vanity, it is sanity. To love oneself is in vanity, it is sanity. So y'all can spare me the degrading conversation on what really is pretty, because pretty only seems to hurt me, and only me, when I wear it black and proud. Oh, how we does overshadow any crowd by just our presence. And the question how will forever leak the lips of the ones who don't understand we are able to grasp a whiff, just a whiff of the trinity that lives inside of we. That is when you know your worth and you have it manifest into your own comprehension. So never should we ever, ever, ever again have to shy away from our own reflections, for we are all walking temptations amongst envious eyes. And as they try to internalize us as beings, they can't. They do not possess the key to unlock our ancient rhythm. For my soul screams freedom, for we are free. And free from slavery, I willingly mark my territory with our ancestors. Egungun, Afo, Ashe, they shall make a way, relentlessly and without doubt. Black people, most powerful weapons exist in our mouth, so don't make us make a call to home. Cause trust me, there ain't no corruption until Africans congregate and start a vibration, so you can keep your version on what really is pretty. Cause no longer in this 21st century will I, or shall we ever allow it to affect we. Cause you wanna know why? For our black is indeed beautiful.
The spirit of appreciation, let's continue our awards. We are now going to award our Students' Choice Award. The award goes to Wesley Ramnarine.
Moving on, we are very proud to honor our first McCandle Dagger scholar, Kareem Marcel. who made us tremendously proud by continuously embodying what the McCandle Dagger Scholar is. Now, as he moved on to Hewarding, he hands the baton on to Suwana Supdale.
As you all may be aware, the Law Society is an important aspect to the faculty. We say thank you to our Law Society Executive for 2019-2020. We award tokens of appreciation to President Sarah Julian, Vice President Jade Marie Silver, Secretary Annalisa Jack, Assistant Secretary Xavier McFarlane, Treasurer Melise Francis, Trustee Lawrence Neal, Public Relations Officer Aaron Shunising, Charity and Outreach Committee Chairperson Atifa Abraham, Constitutional Committee Chairperson Isaiah Woodley, Entertainment Committee Chairperson Isabel Rahim, Sports and Committee Chairperson Kevin Ford, Education and Moot Committee Chairperson Wesley Ramnarine, Publications Committee Chairperson Akinola Goodrich, Returning Officer Chelsea Cox, Deputy Returning Officer Khalifa Lovelace, the Year 3 Representative Hannah Niemat, the Year 2 Representative Kaleem Ali, and finally the Year 1 Representative Hiran Rampasad. Thank you all for your hard work.
Our next performer will be performing an Odissi Indian classical dance and was a former student of the faculty and is now an attorney at law in private practice. Ms. Shana Lakshman Singh will be performing Ganesh Mangala Charan. The dance is in recognition to Lord Ganesh, who is the remover of all obstacles. Let's sit back and enjoy this powerful performance.
Kadachit Kalind Tata Vipina Sangeetaka Ravo Mudabhiri Nari Vadana Kamalaswada Madhupa Rama Shambhu Brahma Marapati Ganesha Archita Pada Jagannath Swami Nayana Pathagami Avadune Nayana Pathagami Avadune Nayana Pathagami Avadune Hey, hey, ta, hey, ta,
Up next, now let's hear from Suraj Sakal, who is our valedictorian this year and will be bringing the students' remarks. Suraj?
Congratulations everyone on your achievement. As guided by Dr. Arif Balkan and some of the first advice given to me when I started studying law at UWI, I will keep this address clear, concise, and to the point. Firstly, on behalf of each of us, I would like to say thank you to our exceptional lecturers, tutors, and staff of the Faculty of Law at UWI who went above and beyond in facilitating us. Without your commitment, we may not have come as far as we have. The past few months have been tough. For the first time, we had exams online with stringent word limits that weren't always adhered to and technical difficulties during class. We have each had to make sacrifices, some more than others. There may have been times when we were feeling trapped and miserable. However, despite it all, you have toiled day in, day out, and in these unprecedented times performed remarkably. You should each be proud of yourselves. You have pushed the boundaries to get here today, and by that very determination, by those very strides that you took forward, you must continue to excel far beyond your limits. Now go out there and conquer the goddamn world.
Now we have a performance from Joshua Regrello. You all would have seen Joshua's TikToks and many musically entertaining videos. Joshua, take it away.
Let's end this evening's proceedings with your Law Society President, who needs no introduction, but nonetheless, let's welcome Kaleem Ali.
I would like to thank our special guest speaker, Sophia Schultz, Senior Counsel, for the words of wisdom and inspiration she would have imparted on all of us here tonight. I am sure that her words have encouraged every one of us to continue to strive for success regardless of the hurdles that may come our way. Thank you for your time and willingness to share the knowledge and lessons that you would have acquired over the years. Valuable knowledge which can now act as lessons for all of us as we continue to chart our way forward. I'd like to thank Mr. Saklal for sharing his experience with us tonight, for showing us that it is possible to excel academically without sacrificing our personal lives, for illustrating that in a course of study often painted black and white, that it is still possible for us to impress our own color on it. It truly underscores that the LLB is what you make of it and not what other persons may tell you to make of it. I would like to thank the Dean of the Faculty of Law, Professor Rosemary Bell-Antoine, for her dedication, passion, and kindness throughout. Anyone who knows Professor knows of her love for gardening. Professor, I hope you continue to see the rewards for the seeds you have sown within this faculty as they continue to bloom. I would like to thank the Deputy Dean, Dr. Justin Koo, for everything but his marking, his commitment to student interests, his willingness to always lend a hand, and his giving nature. Dr. Koo has never limited himself to his job description. He is not just a lecturer, but a life mentor for a lot of us. My heartfelt thanks to the former Law Society executive for their valuable contributions, motivation, and assistance in all our efforts. We are particularly grateful for the non-teaching staff at the faculty who worked and continue to work around the clock to ensure and continue to ensure a seamless transition to a virtual university experience. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The Faculty of Law would not be where it is today without your hard work and effort. Many thanks to our performers, media, and creative team who would have done an exceptional job at keeping us connected and entertained tonight. I would like to thank the organizers of this event for their quick work, innovative thinking, and willingness to collaborate to pilot an event like this for the first time in our faculty's history. Lastly, I'd like to thank our awardees and other specially invited guests for accepting our invitation to participate in tonight's proceedings. Wherever you are and from whatever device you are logged on to, it was a pleasure to have you join us. I would end on a quote by former First Lady of the United States, Michelle Obama. You should never view your challenges as a disadvantage. Instead, it is important for you to understand that your experience facing and overcoming adversity is actually one of your biggest advantages. Thank you and good night.
Now, although we are finished with the formal aspect of this ceremony, I would like to invite you all to open your token bags, grab your glasses and wine, and click the link below for the virtual toast with Dean Antoine. Thank you.